Penny the penguin lived in a world of ice and snow. She loved her home, but she was also very curious. Beyond the snowy hills, what else was there? Penny dreamed of adventure. She longed to see new and exciting things.
One sunny morning, Penny sat by her igloo. She watched the other penguins waddle and slide. Penny sighed. Wouldn't it be amazing to explore the world beyond?
Just then, a happy voice interrupted her thoughts.
Penny, what are you doing?
It was Sammy, a playful seal and Penny's best friend. Sammy was always full of energy and excitement.
Oh, just thinking, Sammy. Don't you ever wonder what's out there?
She pointed her flipper towards the distant, shimmering ice mountains. Sammy blinked his big brown eyes, filled with excitement and curiosity. He had always been the adventurous type, always looking for the next big thrill. Today was no different.
Out there? Of course. It's full of adventure. The world beyond the snowy plains is vast and full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. In fact, I know the perfect place. A hidden gem that not many know about. A secret glowing ice cave. It's a place of wonder, where the ice glows with an ethereal light, casting magical reflections all around. Want to come with me? It's a journey that promises excitement and unforgettable memories.
Penny's heart skipped a beat. The idea of discovering a glowing ice cave was thrilling yet daunting. A glowing ice cave? It sounded incredible. The thought of seeing something so unique and beautiful filled her with awe. But then a wave of nervousness washed over her. What if it was too dangerous? What if they got lost?
A glowing cave, she asked, her voice tinged with both curiosity and concern. But what if it's dangerous? What if we encounter something unexpected?
Sammy chuckled, his laughter echoing in the cold air.
Don't worry, Penny. We'll be careful. I've been there before and I know the way. We'll stick together and look out for each other. And besides, it's an adventure without a little bit of excitement. It's the unexpected moments that make the journey worthwhile.
He nudged Penny playfully with his flipper, trying to lighten the mood and ease her worries.
Come on, it'll be fun. Think of the stories we'll have to tell.
Penny hesitated for a moment, her stomach doing flips. The idea of an adventure was thrilling, but the fear of the unknown held her back. She looked at Sammy's cheerful face and knew she couldn't say no. His enthusiasm was infectious, and she felt a spark of courage ignite within her. Taking a deep breath, she said, her voice steadying with determination.
Okay, Sammy, let's do it. Let's embark on this adventure together and see what wonders await us. Let's find that glowing ice cave. With renewed excitement, they set off towards the unknown, ready to face whatever came their way.
And so, the adventure began. Penny and Sammy set off across the snowy plains. The sun shone brightly, reflecting off the ice like 1,000 tiny diamonds. The air was crisp and fresh, and Penny felt a surge of excitement. They waddled and slid, their laughter echoing through the icy silence. As they journeyed, Sammy pointed out interesting ice formations and told funny stories. He knew so much about their icy world, and Penny loved listening to him. Hours turned into a full day of travel, and the sun began to dip below the horizon. The sky transformed into a breathtaking canvas of pink, orange, and purple hues. Penny, though tired, felt a sense of accomplishment. She had already seen so much. As dusk settled, Sammy led them towards a cluster of ice boulders. The sky was painted in hues of pink and orange, casting a magical glow over the snowy landscape. The air was crisp, and the snow crunched under their feet as they made their way towards the boulders.
This is where the snow foxes live, he whispered. The boulders provided shelter and warmth, a perfect home for the foxes in this icy wilderness. Let's see if we can find some. They began to search, their eyes scanning the white expanse for any signs of movement. The anticipation was palpable, and they moved quietly, not wanting to startle the elusive creatures.
Penny watched in awe as 3 fluffy white foxes popped their heads out from behind the boulders. Their fur was so white that they almost seemed to be a part of the snow itself. The foxes were playful and curious, their eyes sparkling like black jewels. They seemed to be just as interested in Penny and Sammy as the two were in them. They tumbled and played, their white fur blending seamlessly with the snow. It was a delightful sight, watching them frolic and enjoy the winter wonderland. Penny and Sammy joined in the fun, rolling and sliding with their new furry friends. The laughter and joy were infectious, and soon the entire area was filled with the sounds of play. One particularly small fox, with a patch of brown fur on its head, approached Penny cautiously. It seemed curious but wary, taking slow, deliberate steps towards her. It sniffed her flipper and let out a soft, friendly bark. Penny giggled, feeling a connection with the little creature. The fox's bark was gentle, almost as if it was trying to communicate with her. She had never been so close to a fox before. The experience was magical, and she felt a sense of wonder and excitement. The bond between them was instant, and she knew this was a moment she would cherish forever. After playing with the foxes, it was time to move on. The playful moments with the foxes had been a brief respite from the journey ahead. The penguins knew they had to continue their trek through the icy wilderness. The glowing ice cave was still a distance away. Its mysterious light beckoned them, promising both wonder and danger. The path to the cave was fraught with challenges, and the penguins could feel the weight of the unknown pressing down on them. As they walked, the landscape changed. The once familiar terrain gave way to new and unpredictable obstacles. Each step brought a new challenge, testing their resolve and determination. The once smooth plains became jagged and uneven. The ice beneath their feet was treacherous, and they had to be careful with every step. The journey was becoming more perilous with each passing moment. Deep crevasses, hidden beneath the snow, appeared. These gaping chasms were a constant threat, and the penguins had to stay vigilant to avoid falling into one. The fear of the unknown was ever present. Penny's heart pounded in her chest. The anxiety of the journey was taking its toll on her. She could feel her heart racing as she thought about the dangers that lay ahead. What if she fell into one of those crevasses? The thought sent a shiver down her spine. She knew she had to be careful, but the fear was overwhelming. What if the glowing cave was full of scary creatures? The unknown was terrifying, and Penny couldn't shake the feeling of dread that had settled over her. She stopped, her flippers trembling. The fear was paralyzing, and she didn't know if she could continue. The journey seemed impossible, and she felt like giving up.
Sammy, she whispered, her voice shaky. She needed reassurance, someone to tell her that everything would be okay. I don't know if I can do this. The words hung in the air, a testament to her fear and uncertainty.
Sammy looked at Penny, his usual cheerfulness replaced with concern. He could see the fear in her eyes and knew he had to help her find the strength to continue. He nuzzled her gently with his head. The gesture was meant to comfort her, to let her know that she wasn't alone in this journey.
It's okay to be scared, Penny, he said softly. His voice was gentle, filled with understanding and compassion. Being brave doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you face your fears, even when you're scared. Sammy's words were a reminder that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. It means you face your fears, even when you're scared. Penny took a deep breath, feeling a renewed sense of determination. She knew the journey ahead would be difficult, but with Sammy by her side, she felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.